So exciting. Alright, let's do this. Good morning, everyone. It is April 25th. Also, apparently, Shaytone's birthday. He is an old man. So, if you see him in our chat room, wish him a happy birthday. The topic today, besides his birthday, of course, is dude potential. Someone linked me a video of dude potential, and it was put together by Riot, Jeff Jew, and Vagar. And they were just talking about dude potential, which is kind of the term they coined, which is, it illustrates how many people could be in a particular place. In essence, it's like, be careful because the dude potential of that bush is very high. And what that means is that if you can't see everyone on the map, or in particular, if you can't see all 5 people on the map, then dude potential is 5. Now, if you see 2 people bottom lane, dude potential is 3. So it's a basic, very simple subtraction method, but it's just very funny how they put it. The dude potential is high. And how this kind of plays into regular games. In high solo queue and in normal games, I see people don't want to be patient. They don't want to camp out in brushes. They don't want to camp out in the fog of war. But we see this more and more from pro teams. They'll, clear all the wards in an area, generally Baron, and then they'll just camp out, trying to get a fight, because you don't want to kill Baron if you don't know you can finish it before the other team gets there, because then your team's kind of at a conflict of interest. What are you actually going to do? Some of your people will be damaged from Baron, so on and so forth. So it makes a lot more sense just to camp out, pick one person off, and then go to Baron. And we've seen this used to great effect. MTWNA did it last night in a game I was casting against Team Brutal Force. And yeah, they just cleared out Baron and then just kind of waited, just hunkered down and waited in the fog of war, waiting for someone to come by and pick them up for a kill. But as the Riot has explained, you have to be wary of that dude potential. So if you have no sight on Baron, hopefully you'll have someone that can check brushes without actually getting into them. That is very key. And checking the fog of war as well. Drop wards before you run out there. If dude potential is very high, then be sure to check wherever you go. That being said, if they clear out the Baron area, you do kind of have to challenge it. If you're losing a game and they get Baron, that's almost game over. Unless you have a really great stall team, a really great team that can defend on turrets, yeah, it's basically game over once they, press you down, get that Baron, and then they can just, push down on your inhibitor turrets, because essentially Baron is stronger than a turret. That's my general rule. Having Baron buff is stronger than the other team having a turret. So if they could win a fight before 5v5, and then they get Baron, well, now they can win a fight on top of your turret, 5v5. That's kind of how I feel about it. But how else are we going to, kind of extrapolate the idea of dude potential, and how are we going to make it a topic for this morning? Well, dude potential and patience needs to be taken into consideration, especially whether you're winning or losing. If you're in a solo queue game and you really want to win, be patient. If you know the other team has no wards in the area, and there is a reason for them to walk that way, eventually someone's going to come through. And a lot of games only need 1 kill to turn them around. Even if you're down 10 kills, if you get that 1 kill, and then can force a Baron, that is huge, because that's like getting 6 kills right there. Also, you can often get that 1 kill, and the other team, if they think they're winning, they'll kind of trickle in there, and they'll continue fighting, and suddenly you have a very distorted team fight for their side, and a very cohesive team fight for your side. But I often see, no one is patient enough just to camp out in a brush unless you watch the pros, and the pros do it. If the pros do it, it's probably, an effective strategy, and it really is. Camping out, if you, for example, have Baron covered, and they don't have Clairvoyance, which most people don't have Clairvoyance now, if you find a good place to hide, it's almost a guaranteed good initiation on the other team. So certainly use dude potential to your advantage. They know that dudes are going to be missing, but don't hide in the brush. Everyone knows you might be hiding in the brush, and sometimes that is the best place to go, but if they have skill shots or something that can kind of look into a brush, don't hide there. Hide in the fog of war. Hide in places that they're not necessarily going to look before they walk right by you. A great place is, well, there's a lot of great places, and it's going to be hard to demonstrate without a map. So I guess the lesson of the day is, make sure you pay attention to dude potential. Don't walk into brush if there's lots of people missing, and also be patient in games. It will really help you come out ahead, and try to get your team to be patient. I think that's the hardest thing. Like, I love waiting in brushes. I'll just wait there all game long, and it's kind of counterintuitive to my previous podcasts or video logs where I've said, oh, you want to be doing something with all your time. That's true. You want to be as efficient with your time as possible. But when it comes to the end of the game, picking up that one kill can steamroll your team to a victory, even if you're behind. Certainly if you're ahead, it really helps. But even if you're behind, that one kill can lead to a win. Because you get that one kill, and then it's kind of steamroll from there. They have like a minute with, it's a 5v4. And what you do at that time is kind of up to your team. Do you go to Baron? Do you camp out somewhere else? Certainly, if you have oracles, you can clear out all the wards. You can go to Baron. If they come challenge 5v4, you turn around, you fight on them. Depending on your initiation capabilities, you should be able to catch up to them. Or you get a free Baron, which is also very, very huge. So, if your team is all together and they're all waiting somewhere, stick with them. Don't go off and like farm mindlessly, because they probably need you there to really take advantage of the situation. Don't go wander off. It might seem like, a useless, little, waiting game that they're playing, but it almost always pays off. And it's so unfortunate when we're playing this waiting game and everyone's like, oh man, okay, it's been 20 seconds, we have to leave. And as soon as everyone leaves, you see someone walk by, you probably put a ward there. You're like, oh, that would have been a free kill, and it was their AD carry or something, like a big high value target that you really wanted to kill. Because obviously if you catch a support, that's a big deal, but they can still harass you if you're trying to go for Baron with all their other teammates, so on and so forth. So yeah, be patient. Watch out for dudes in the brush. Be a dude in the brush. That is the lesson. Be a dude. Be a dude that has potential to kill you or to kill the other team. Be that dude. Don't be caught by those dudes. So that is the Wake Up Rundown for April 25th. Once again, happy birthday, Shaytone. I'm going to try to go reset my router and try to get myself to stop lagging, because I don't want to subject my solo queue teammates to my 180 ping now, where it's normally at like 80, which is a lot more manageable.